Wow. Benching Derek Carr. Really? Should we consider benching Derek Carr? Probably one of the most blasphemous things I've ever read, ever entering this week. What would you do without Derek Carr, the star? What would you do when you have virtually no running game? You're number two in the league in passing yards. Number two in the league in passing yards when you play the same amount of games as the likes of Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford and Patrick Mahomes and everybody else. You ain't getting the support in the run game like all the other quarterbacks are. 28th in the league in rushing. Blasphemous. Who lost their wide receiver? A close brother to DUI. Who's going to have to deal with the emotional trauma of losing a teammate forever and knowing that his life ain't going to be the change and it's not going to be the same as it was prior. And he lost his coach. And he lost Rodney Hudson. And y'all want to bench the guy. He lost his wide receiver. Y'all want to bench the guy. I want whatever you're smoking because it sure as hell has nothing remotely to do with reality. You know what? You got to put aside the bullshit. You got to put aside the emotions. You just have to put it all away because ain't none of that matter no more. As this OG up there says, it don't matter. Nothing else matters. All that matters is winning. Just win, baby. And maybe Al was speaking to him spiritually when he says, oh, I've had enough. I have had enough of this bullshit of 20 years of horse crap. That's how I know he's going to go off. The script has been flipped with Derek Carr's comments. He is ready to go off. And he is done with the bullshit of scripting the games to the other side of the script, which is all the Raiders are in turmoil. It's November again. It's the same old Raiders. Now it's time to flip the script. When they all ready to count them out, they start winning. That's how it goes for the Raider Dynasty. That's how it goes for Las Vegas. This is how it goes for the rest of the fans who got played by the Illuminati, all seeing eye on the other side of the shield. And, oh my God, we're done. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. You are not a Raider. You are a traitor. You need to be a hard-ass mofo. You need to pillage everything in your way, no matter the circumstances. That's how I know whether you're a Raider or you're a traitor. And that's what Derek Carr is. If he's a Raider, he goes out and he keeps everybody together. Derek Carr, the star at the Lone Star State in Texas. 1-3 since Henry Ruggs went down. All in tribute to Al Davis. All in tribute to about what's about to transpire. The unsung hero is at it again. Say Jones. Dylan Ball is ready to go off. Josh Jacobs is healthy, his mind is emotionally recovered. He has become even more taller of a human being than I've ever seen him become before. He's had 3 weeks now. It ain't enough time to recover, but it sure is hell enough to get it all together. And that's what's about to happen this week. Adversity makes you tough. That's what it does. Derek Carr will just have to be like Eli Manning in 2011. Clutch, 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 clutch play. If I had to put my money on, I say this guy beats Lamar Jackson, he beats Dak Prescott, he beats Justin Herbert, and he beats Patrick Mahomes, and he's sitting there saying, I'm waiting for Aaron Rodgers, I'm waiting for Kyler Murray, I'm waiting for Tom Brady. Because he beat all the best before the playoffs even begins. And y'all know the Raiders are in the playoffs after beating the Colts because y'all know that's the script. Amari Cooper costing the team. Cowboys had even bigger issues than the Raiders. They got their ass kicked out there in Missouri. Blasted to the core. 16 to what? 16 to 3? They got their ass kicked. The Raiders were in there all the way till the end of the fourth quarter. Don't let the scoreline fool you. That was when the Raiders were in there one possession, 16 to 13. Cowboys got their ass kicked. The wide receiver is costing them the number one seed. The wide receiver is costing them the division as we speak. This narrative is going to flip. And Derek Carr, the star at the Lone Star State, with the star in the middle of the field, is going to be the star. You see that? 63 yards away from 30,000. And he throws 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. Derek Carr is ready to make heads spin. This is when you're ready to unleash the hate. The hate from the Raider haters. No, they don't, or they suck, or they do, or they get in trouble. They're going to lose this week. They're making their heads explode right now because they will still say they're out of the playoffs even after winning this week. This is how you unleash the hate. Unleash the hate to make the empire even bigger. They should turn them all into the Death Star right now. Everyone who's ready to say that it's all over. Because these guys ain't Raiders. They are traitors. Traitors. These guys get walloped. Y'all should get your ass kicked if you really think it's over. Let that shit play out. Derek Carr starts right for your fucking face. And then the Raiders have the same amount of games as the Chargers and the Bengals and all the team out there, like the Patriots and all that, and the Browns, because the Raiders played one less game. That's why they played on the Thursday. It's all even up. I mean, you go up to Thursday. That's when the Raider dynasty is ready to unleash itself. Raider style on the road in front of national TV against the Cleveland Clowns away over Kansas City, all the way up Dallas, all over where they had Indianapolis. That is, what is it? They're winning in Raider fashion. Raider fashion. Raider fashion, the Raider invaders unleash the grand invasion of the rest of the AFC. So bench Derek Carr, I want whatever you're spoken because he keeping everything all together. He's going to carry the whole damn fucking team and the whole city on his shoulder. That's what Derek Dallas Carr going to do at Texas, amigo. And I listened to his brother over there. David Carr says that Derek Carr is going to lead my team to the Super Bowl. The timing of his comment was absolutely ridiculous. But he says he's going to lead him to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think this amigo, out of all the years that he picks him to win the Super Bowl, he picks this year. Maybe this guy is on to something with the script. I got to go talk to David Carr and see what he needs to say. I need to go get in contact with him and say, he thinks the Rams are going to be in there, but it can't be all perfect and precise, right? One team has to miss it, so he's got to miss it with the Rams because we know they're a hoax and we know they're going to lose, and we know that gambling ends up really bad when you give up your first-round pick. So that's how we know the Rams ain't going to make it to those Super Bowl. And the Bears and the Roonies and the Bidwells and all them other owners aren't motel. These guys are horse track gambling rings. And the same thing going to happen again because everyone is saying, oh, Raider playoffs, oh, Raider. This is why Las Vegas exists, and this is why the NFL exists, because they said the script over there, and they know exactly what about to happen. Right now, you ain't supposed to believe nothing like it was in 2011, 2012, and the Giants were 6-6, and they won the Super Bowl, and then the Baltimore Ravens all losing December, and then they put it all together with Ray Lewis. They're like, oh, no, the Ravens, they ain't going to be Peyton all that. I've seen the same script over and over and over again. That's how the NFL operates. And now they are back to that script again, now that these number one teams are done winning Super Bowls. That's how it's going to be this year with what we are about to see with Aaron Rodgers, with what we're about to see with the Dallas Cowboys becoming more dynamic and more consistent and putting out the BS like a boy Cooper costing the team and all that. And you'll see exactly why this guy ain't going to get benched. Trust me, this guy ain't getting benched. Get what you wish for. You get Mariota. So if you want him benched, you better hope that Derek Carr doesn't get hurt. Then you'll get exactly what you want if you're ready to say, oh, let's bench Derek Carr right now.